mailbox. They called it Route 66, but it wasn't the Route 66, just a stretch of cracked back road east of Bastrop, Texas, snaking through farmland and brush so thick it swallowed up cell signals in half the sky. Samantha drove it 6 days a week. She was a rural carrier associate, RCA for short. 34, outgoing, no nonsense, burned more calories stuffing mailboxes than she ever would at a gym. She didn't scare easy. Dogs, weirdos, roadkill came with the job. But mailbox number 1843, that one felt off from the start. It sat on a forgotten gravel turnout, the kind that looked like no one had used it in decades. The house it supposedly belonged to was gone, burned or buried. Only a stone chimney and a collapsing shed remained in the overgrowth. The box was a rusting beast, cast iron, black with patches of flaky red, ornate patterns coiled along the edges, vines, veins, and across its face was a number plate, 1843, in weathered brass. Samantha tried to open it the first time she passed. It didn't budge. No flag, no slot, just a stiff, impossible door sealed like a tomb. But every week someone left a letter inside. No stamp, no return address. The envelope was thick, yellowed, the name always the same. Delivered to the holder within. She usually threw junk like that away, but curiosity, that stubborn itch, crept in. So she'd take the letter, drop it at the post office dead bin, go on with her route. Then came the day she made the mistake. She reached for the box, just like always, but this time, the door swung open. It creaked like an old scream. Inside, blackness. Not shadow, not darkness, blackness. Like a hole bored through reality itself. And just before she pulled away, reflex, instinct, something deeper, it pulled her in. Only her hand at first, but that feeling that came with it, cold and electric, like dipping your fingers into static, stopped her breath. Something was in there. It was holding her, not physically, but in her mind, flickering through memories like shuffling Polaroids. She saw her childhood home, her father's funeral, her dog as a puppy, then images she didn't recognize, places she'd never been, screaming faces with no mouths. She yanked back, fell hard on the gravel. The box slammed shut. That night, she woke up screaming. Her fingers were blistered, one nail blackened. Under the skin, tiny things moved, just slightly, like bubbles under flesh. She didn't go to the ER. She didn't want to explain why she'd stuck her hand in a 100-year-old mailbox in the middle of nowhere. Instead, she drove back. Midnight, headlights off. The box was waiting. It had turned toward the road, not physically, but wrongly, like it was watching her now, or listening. There was another letter, this time addressed for the one who knocked. She opened it. Inside, just 3 words in slanted black ink. Come in, Samantha. She dropped it, heard a laugh, but not from the box, from behind her. She spun around, empty road, moonlight filtering through gnarled branches. Then the air changed, like gravity forgot which way to fall. She turned back and the box was gone. No mailbox, no gravel pad, just grass, as if it had never existed. But her hand still ached. She could feel it, warm and cold at once, like fingers dipped into two different oceans. She ran to her truck. The engine wouldn't start. Her radio hissed, then played a sound she hadn't heard since childhood. Her grandfather's voice, humming a hymn he used to sing before slipping into dementia. Except he was dead. The next morning, she was back at the post office. No one mentioned the missing truck or her absence. Her route sat at her case like always, except now, every single envelope was addressed to the holder within. And none of the boxes opened anymore. None except the one at the end of the new gravel path, unmarked, blowing faintly in the morning fog. She could walk away, quit, but she didn't, because her hands still tingled, because some part of her wasn't sure if she ever left the blackness. Maybe she was still in it. Maybe this was the other side. Maybe there was no mailbox at all, just the pull, and it wasn't done with her yet. The end.